Hello! Hi friends and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello. My name is Katie Proctor and if you are new here, you're probably here because you found me from Almost Never, which is really exciting. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming to find me. I really appreciate it. Hi and welcome. Today I will be answering some of your questions about my experience filming Almost Never. If you didn't know, I filmed an episode of Almost Never in October this year, 2019, and it will be airing early next year, which is super exciting. Hopefully I will be doing another video after it's aired to answer some more of your questions about it. I'll answer as much as I possibly can today and I hope you enjoy the video. Today I'm also going to be doing a little get ready with me in the style of my character. So you might have seen, if you follow my Instagram, which is on the screen right now, go and follow me, that I've been posting some pictures of myself in costumes. I thought what I would try and do for a video while answering some of your questions, just to make it a little bit more interesting, is recreate the makeup. And in true fashion, I'm also wearing, and it's a very similar kind of design, I hope you can see that, to the t-shirt, which I will also put on the screen just now so you can see the difference, but they're very similar. This is from New Look, if you were wondering. Lots of people were actually asking me when they saw my costume if those were my real clothes, because my style is very similar to my character's. So there you go. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm trying my best here and it's not going very well. Some of the makeup that I'm doing today, in fact all of it, won't be like accurate to what my makeup was actually like in terms of products and stuff. There's a picture of it on the screen right here so you can see what my makeup actually looked like. For film and TV, there's certain things that you have to avoid. For lights and stuff, you have to have a lot of powder on your face. You can't have any shine, so there's going to be no highlighter. So stuff like that will be a little bit different to what I'm doing today. This is like a more wearable, everyday version of the look. I actually got loads of questions this time around. Like more than I've ever had before, which I really appreciate. So thank you guys so much for that. It's so nice to see everyone being so enthusiastic and accepting. People have been really like welcoming of me into the fan base, I guess, which is something that I was kind of apprehensive about because I know that it has got such like a big following on CBBC, especially going into it with all of the regulars. I was kind of like, what if people don't like me and that kind of thing, but people were really nice about it. So let's get on with some questions, shall we? Look at this beautiful face. We start off with a question from my friend actually, who was in Creeped Out, which is a project that I did a couple of years ago, at Macy_Jane_Moo on Instagram. Who did you meet that you may have fangirled over, or just which people did you meet? This is a super interesting question because Almost Never has quite a few people in it that are pretty well known. So when I was like looking through my script, I was like, oh my god, there's people in here that are like really famous. Particularly Aston, who plays Jordan. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna meet someone from JLS, like that's really scary. I think that was the main one. I didn't get to meet Kimberly or anyone, so this just makes a really nice noise. But that, I think that was definitely the biggest sort of like, oh my god moment. I will give you a rundown of everybody that I met actually, just while we're at it, because a lot of the questions are about the cast. So within my storyline we have the boys, the lovely boys, mostly Nate, Tilly, who plays Chloe, Imogen. I also met Girls Here First and a couple of the others, just I can't remember names, I'm sorry, I'm not good at names. I was on set when they were filming on the day of the launch of series 2. So on the day that I was in, a lot of the other people who I wasn't in scenes with were also just in doing other stuff. Girls Here First aren't actually in any scenes with me, but I did get to meet them because of that. I got a message from another one of my friends, Holly Hilton. Hi Holly. Do you have any cool stunts like Casualty? I don't actually. So if any of you saw my Casualty episode, which I did last year, I had a massive stunt in that, which obviously I didn't do the stunt. I had a stunt double who did the stunt for me. I had a stunt where I fell out of a tree, but no, I don't have any stunts in this one. It's lots of fun though. I really enjoy doing this one because it's very different to anything I've done before. It's very funny. When I got the self-tape through for it, I was like, this is so different. I was talking to the director about this the other week and I was saying I didn't think my self-tape was very good for this at all. I'm not used to comedy, but yeah, I've really enjoyed doing it because it's just different. It's different to anything I've done before. Okay, so the next question is from @it, and then it's Glory with loads of eyes. Hello, you lovely person. How was filming? It was wonderful. I had an amazing time. The experience was just great. I love filming. I love being on set. It's always a little bit intimidating going on to a set with a bunch of people who are already best friends. I mean, obviously this is series 2 of Almost Never as well, so they've all got a bond that I just don't have with any of them, so you never know if they're kind of going to make you feel welcome. Although, I mean, I was pretty certain that they would. You've got to kind of integrate yourself for a few days that you're there, and then that's it, and then you're done. And it's a very strange experience. I was only there for 3 days, actually, so that was not a long time, but in the time that I was there, I did a lot of stuff and made a lot of friends with some lovely people. Everyone was just so lovely. Cast and crew just made me feel so welcome. The same person, it's Glory. What fun things do you do on set? Lots of fun things happen on set. Between takes, everyone goes to sit like off. There's like a green room, which isn't like a room because it's set up in a studio outside of the set, where there's like a heater and everyone sits and has a chat. Everyone's just talks, really. For me, it was mostly just getting to know people. Most of the time you're just working. Is it filming? Yeah. You're just working, being silly. I'm so bad at talking when I'm doing my eyebrows. This is very stressful. At Girls Here First 01 asks, how did it feel to work with the Almost Never cast? Love you. Love you too. Thank you so much for the support. It was honestly amazing. I was really excited to meet everyone because, if you didn't know, this was my 3rd audition for Almost Never. I auditioned for series 1 twice. I auditioned for Chloe like 3 times, I think. And then I auditioned for another part in series 1, which I can't remember the name of. So I knew everybody by the time that I got on set, which was bizarre. I'd seen them all on the TV because I'd watched the series because I'd auditioned for it. Especially because of Chloe, because I'd auditioned for that part so many times. I was just like, oh, I wonder who got it. And that's even crazier because it's like, look at how different Tilly is to me in terms of looks. How bizarre it is that they auditioned me so many times to begin with and then they went in such a different direction with it. So yeah, it was weird meeting them all for the first time in that sense. They all made such an effort to make me feel welcome, which was lovely. Even the people that like I wasn't working with, like Girls Here First. I think my mum actually talked to them more than I did because she was hanging around while I was filming. You know all the stuff that you see on Almost Never's Instagram story? Swipe up to see the last episode of Almost Never and all that stuff. That's the stuff they were filming on that day. So my mum had just been sat in the green room the entire time making friends with these girls, and I just wandered in and I was like, oh hi! But even then, like, they all made me feel so welcome. On the first day, we were on location. All of the people that were there, because I got there like mid-morning, I think it was about 11 o'clock, all the people that were there in the morning like came in and introduced themselves, even though I wasn't even in scenes with them that day. And it's just so sweet that like they all took the time to do that. Almost Never Fan 101, how did you feel when you got the part in Almost Never? I was really excited, but also I really did not expect it. As I touched on earlier, I thought that my self-tape wasn't very good. You know what Almost Never's like, it's a comedy. I thought it was good, like, don't get me wrong, but I thought, I don't know if this is the kind of thing that I can really pull off. Like, I tried my best, but I got it as a self-tape and I just thought, you know what, let's just give it a shot, be myself. Because I think that's always the most important thing when you do self-tapes, is to let yourself kind of come across your own personality. When I was talking to the director about it, he was like, that's why we liked you so much, because you didn't try to make it into something else. It was just you, like that's what came across from it. I didn't think much of it, to be honest. I sent them all off. Especially because I've auditioned for Almost Never like 3 times. I thought, oh, it's this again. I'm like, okay. I think I actually sent one of them late because I had some Wi-Fi issues at home. So, you know, altogether, it wasn't the best self-tape thing I've ever done in my life. And it was like mid-September. I didn't find out until like mid-October actually, when I was off ill from school. I honestly completely forgotten about it by then. And usually as well, when I've done self-tapes before, whenever I have like gone further into the process, I've always had a recall where I've had to go and meet them in person. So I really didn't expect to just be offered the part. She's got the part. And I was like, you what? I was honestly gobsmacked. I really did not expect it. I was really happy because if you've been following me for a while, which I don't know how many of you watching this will have been, but I haven't been on set for a long time. Like, it's been a while. So I was really happy to get back on it, and especially because it was Almost Never, and because I've auditioned for it a few times now, I was like, I'm just really glad that it's this production that I'm going to finally get to go on to. How can I be an actor, says at Almost Never Fan 01, and I also got someone else asking that, I'm pretty sure. I think it was at Wonderland Band Fan for Life. If that was you, thank you for the question. I get asked this question so much, and it's difficult to answer because there is no set kind of formula for doing acting. Really, it is just luck a lot of the time. I have worked very hard to get where I've got, but I am lucky. Like, there is an element of luck to it. There are people that I know who are just as good as me, if not better, that have done nowhere near as much acting as I have. The best advice I can give you is to do as much work as you possibly can, no matter what it is. Like, short films are a really good one, and I think getting that experience is oh, that's brighter than I thought it was going to be. Getting that experience is really key. You hear me whittering on my Instagram all the time about how important it is to get an agent if you want to be an actor. But I know how hard it is to get an agent. Like, agents don't just come knocking on your door unless you've done something that's worth them wanting you for. If it literally is just a short film, that's so much better because they will, like, notice that and take that on board. Agents really are like the key to getting jobs. People ask me how I got my jobs, and I'm like, it was my agent. Like, I wish I could say that there was an easier way to do it. That said, there are also lots and lots of open casting calls. A really important thing is to be proactive. Being proactive is one of the most important, like, traits that you can possibly have when you're in acting, because you need to be the one that's wanting to do things and actively searching for, like, opportunities rather than waiting for them to come to you. I know that it's, like, annoying, and I know that sometimes you would just rather sit back and let, like, someone else do the work for you, but the fact is no one can do that for you. If you see something on Twitter that you think, I can do that, you have to put yourself forward for it. Like, you have to be on top of it all the time. And don't get disheartened as well. That's, like, such a key thing, is to not get disheartened. I know how hard it is when you get shot down time after time after time and you lose hope of ever getting anywhere, especially when it's like your dream to do this. Believe me, I've been there. You have to not let it get you down, because the moment that you do, it's over for you then, because you've let kind of like that insecurity get in. Upon exporting the footage, I've just realised I've been slightly out of focus the whole time, so I do apologise for that. That's very annoying. I hope you like this wonderful bright green eyeliner and red eyeshadow. Please be assured this is not what I would normally go for, but you know, in the style of my character, what can I do? This is a bit brighter than the actual eyeshadow was, I think. You know what, it's fine, it's fine. I'm not a makeup artist. People on Almost Never were makeup artists. I was just going to say before I move on, 99% of the time, it's nothing to do with you as a person if you lost on a part. I mean, look at me and Tilly. So I didn't get the part of Chloe, and look at who they did pick to get Chloe. Like, we're completely different. It clearly has nothing to do with my acting ability, otherwise they wouldn't have cast me full stop. It's just the fact that I didn't look right for the part. So there you go. There's my parting wisdom. Don't get disheartened by things. That's the main tip I have for anyone who wants to get into acting, honestly. Are you in the Christmas special? I'm unfortunately not. I'm only in one episode, episode 10, which is a shame. Hopefully I'll be back. That was at MollyX19. Thank you for the question. What TV show would you love to be on for like 3 to 4 years? That's a really good question. If you guys didn't know, my all-time favourite TV show is Doctor Who. My dream is to get into Doctor Who. I have always dreamed of being in Doctor Who. Ever since I started watching Doctor Who and I've been into acting, it has been the thing that I've wanted to do, because it's just, I love it so much. So Doctor Who, I think, would be the big one. But also, I just love to be a regular in any, like, drama, whether that's like a kids thing, like Almost Never, or an adult drama. I would honestly just love it. Like, I love sci-fi as well. I love Stranger Things. Something like Stranger Things I think would be an absolute dream for me. But I also love comedy as well. So I think it would be really fun for me to do a bit more comedy work, especially having now done this job. Any of those would be really good, to be honest. I just love to do some more acting. Anything. I'll do anything that anyone throws my way. I'm easy, I'm very versatile. Have you ever met any of the cast before being on set? That's from someone called Liberty, thank you very much. I think I've already kind of answered this. I met Tilly before because, if you didn't know, she was also in Creeped Out. We weren't in the same episode, but we met at the rap party. But I even knew her before then because one of my friends from my old school is actually her cousin. And we also crossed paths a long time ago at an audition. I think it was like 2012 or something like that. But yeah, we sort of vaguely knew each other, but we never talked or anything because we'd never worked together. So it was really nice to sort of like actually have a chance to have a talk about our mutual friends, because we're both from Leeds as well. So she knows a lot of people that go to my school. It's a very small world. If you're into acting, you'll know that. A lot of people know each other. Others never met before. What is it like to be on Almost Never? Honestly, just a wonderful experience. I can't say anything other than that, really. Surreal, because I never really expected to be there, having been turned down from it a few times. And that's not to say like there was any shade or anything. I think I just kind of made my peace with the fact that like maybe it just wasn't my kind of thing. So like to actually get there was really strange. Surreal, but amazing. Like such a good experience. I had a great time. I think that's it, to be honest. But I think what I will do now is just finish up this look. There are a couple of questions that I have which I can't really answer because I don't know the answers to them. Like people have messaged me a lot since being in Almost Never, asking me stuff about the plot, and first of all, I think if I was a regular, I don't think I'd be able to actually tell, like I don't think I'd be allowed to tell you the answer, but I actually don't have any information about anything that's happened. So if you ask me about stuff that's going to be coming up in the second half of the series, apart from what the cast have told me, which is very little, I don't actually have any information about it, so I'm sorry, but I can't really tell you. Stuff that I wore for this, oh my god, it was a nightmare. It was like a gloss, but it just did not stay put on my lips. Why am I trying to talk while I'm putting lip gloss on? That's the main question. Okay, let me just sort my hair out and I'll be back in a second. And that concludes my Almost Never character style makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it. So I hope I answered some of your questions. If you have any more, please do feel free to DM me. I usually like answer everyone's questions unless there's something that I can't answer. That'll be why I haven't replied to you likely, but I do try and reply to every single question that I get, so please do message me. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, the link will be down below. Thank you so much for the support. I hope you enjoyed my Almost Never episode when it comes out. I actually don't have a date, so other people messaging me about the date, I don't know the date. I wish I did, but I can't tell you because I don't know the date. But I really hope you enjoy it. As soon as it comes out, it's episode 10. Thank you so much for the support. I love you very much. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I will see you soon for a new video. Bye!